Hello everyone, day 16 of the challenge. Let's get started. Here we're just gonna 3-bet the ace-3 suited. Here we got called, we're just gonna give up the pot. Almost never good here. We turn to a nice flush draw, which is really good. We're just gonna check behind here. He could have like ace-queen here. We might actually take it down with another barrel, I think. Let's just do that. Here we're just gonna fold. We're just doing this because he could have like a lot of king-queen, ace-queen. Uh, Once he called that, he probably has a jack. Maybe like ace jack, which is never folding here anyways. I think, yeah, he probably has ace jack here. It's just nothing we can do here. We had a pretty good equity on the turn with the flush draw, but once it's missed, we just have to check it back. Oh, he called with ace king. That was a surprise. Because I thought he could have ace king, ace queen there. That's why we barreled the turn. 4-bet, just easy fold. So the turn bet was basically for him to fold his ace queens. I didn't put him on ace king because he didn't 4-bet us. We're just set mining here. Yeah, that came a little bit of a surprise that he actually called the turn with just an overcard and gut shot. Because we could have like ace jack very easily there. So he was basically drawing very pretty thin, but he decided to go. So good for him. Here we're just gonna check. On this flop, we're just gonna check behind. Turn it straight. Definitely gonna call this. And we're calling again, obviously. He flopped it. Nothing you can do there. Just unlucky, but happens. Small pots, no big deal. Here we got 3-betted. This 3-bet is very strong because we raised under the gun, and his 3-bet's coming off on a small blind. But king queen suited, we can see a flop. Flop 2 overs and flush draw. It's really nice. Definitely gonna call this. I don't think raising is a good idea because pocket pairs like queens, jacks, aces, kings are definitely in his range. Probably call again if he bets, depending on how big. If he bet pot, like we probably have to fold. Half the pot is definitely a call here. He probably has like a lot of pocket pairs. Hopefully not aces or kings. So at least we, some of our outs are still alive. Always good to hit the flush. He's never having a boat here. He's not gonna have any pocket eights and pocket seven in his range because he's never three betting pre-flop with those hands against the under the gun race. So I'm guessing he probably had pocket aces here. So we're just gonna jam. Since he only have $18 behind, there's a slight chance he could have a better flush, like the nut flush with the ace of clubs. But we just have to try to get maximum value here, because more often than not, he's just gonna have pocket aces here. He probably will fold. He could be bluffing too. It's definitely a possibility, but with $18 behind, it's the tough spot. Yeah, he's just bluffing. Here we flop top here. Definitely gonna continue. Gonna check to him again. Just check to him. Hopefully you check it down. Here we got the backdoor flush draw. Gonna bet like 30% a pot. Pretty standard. Here we got three betted. King Jack offsuit. Blind versus blind. Out of position is definitely normally not a good hand to continue with. Suited, it's definitely can make a case for call. Here with Ace Jack suited, three betting is okay. Flat calling is okay too. Here we probably just go with the flat. Here he checked it to us. We're just gonna bet pretty big here, wrapping up pocket pairs. It worked. Here a flop like this, we're just gonna check behind because he's never folding much, like queen 10, queen 9, knight 10. Those hands are never folding, and then you've had a pair, obviously it's not folding. So we're just gonna check behind. Just gonna check behind again. 7 is a pretty bad card. He has king high. Good for us. Here four way, we're just gonna give out the pot. Flop like this that connects too well, it's almost impossible to bluff people off like a jack, like a jack 10 or queen jack, some kind of pair with a gacha straight draw. People are just never folding there. Just gonna give up. Don't even bother. Almost never having the best hand here. My guess is probably pocket 7 is gonna win or something like that. Ace jack. Okay. That's weird that they didn't bet the turn with the ace jack there. It's kind of weak. Here we got pocket 10s. And he got 3 betted. Definitely okay to put in a 4 bet. I don't like cold calling here. I guess we're gonna 4 bet and fold. 4 bet and fold to a jam. Good thing. We just pick up the pots. Always nice. Here we're just gonna try to flop a set. We don't get it, and we just give it up. Here with pocket nines, it's okay to 3-bet. It's okay to call as well. In this situation, I like 3-betting. If it was against like an early position race, under the gun race, we're probably leaning more towards calling. But the race was coming in front of the cutoff, so definitely a 3-betting is probably a better option. Here we got 4-betted. Against a play like that, we probably just fold because he doesn't seem like somebody who's gonna mess around with you too much. Just gonna give it to him. Here, check it to us. We're just gonna check back here. Here's 5-7 suited. On the button, 3-betting is okay. Calling is okay too. We're just gonna fold here. Here, we're definitely gonna bet here. He might call with like like 2 overcards with the 1 heart. The heart gets there, so we probably don't beat much right now. He's probably gonna bet out. He checked. Good for us. Yeah, it's just gonna have 2 overs and the big hearts there, way too often. But he misplayed there. He should have definitely just bet the river when he gets there. Didn't really make sense for him to check all the turn and then just play weak on the river. Um, Here we're just gonna do a standard C-bet. Definitely gonna isolate this guy, a weaker player. Flop a Gasha straight draw to the nuts. Just gonna continue with 30% C-bet. Turn an ace. We're just gonna keep barreling here. We're only losing to Queen Jack really. He could have a Ace 10 or something, but I'm trying to think if we can get another street of value. Let's say he have like Ace Jack or something. Um, he's never folding though, and then now our kicker don't play, so I say we just check. It's probably a chop. Hopefully he has a king. Yeah, Ace Jack. It's unfortunate the river saved him. If the river didn't pair the board, we probably try to get another street of value. Here we turn a boat. Definitely gonna bet. Hopefully somebody have a king. Under the gun race, A9 suited. 3-betting is okay. Flatting is okay too. Unfortunately, there's no action. Here we're just gonna call with A9 of spades here. And then we're gonna try to take it away on the turn. That changed our plan a little bit. We didn't expect him to go. Now we have an open-ended straight draw, but the flush gets there, so we're drawing that against 2 hearts. Just gonna check behind here. Here we got 3-betted. We have tens. 4-betting is an option, but I don't want to 4-bet. We're just gonna bet here actually. Oh fuck. Oops, I was gonna call there, but I was paying attention on this one. Sorry. Whoops. Missed opportunities. Definitely was gonna call there with tens. Now we got called. He probably have a seven, a flush or something. Oh, pocket nice. That's weird for him to call there with pocket nice because he really didn't be much at all against our range. So I was guessing that guy was probably like a bad player because pocket nine didn't be much there, and then it was very unlikely we were bluffing there. I was kind of kicking myself that we accidentally AFK for the pocket tens. Was definitely gonna call that three bet in position, but things happen. Could have saved us money. Let's be positive. He could have aces there. Nothing we can do about it. This is a very loose aggressive player, but ace ten is too weak to call. Just gonna give it to him. We'll eventually get him. Against a player like that, I'm never too worried, because eventually they're gonna blow away their money. I'm just gonna three bet with ace king suited. Very standard. Here we got three bet. We can go for a four bet, or we can go for a fold. I don't like calling with just ace two suited out of position here. We probably just fold here. His range is normally pretty strong if he three bet under the gun raise, under the gun plus one. Pretty pretty good flop for pocket sevens. Definitely gonna bet for value here once he check to us. Ace king is definitely he's under the gun raising range. We're gonna check behind here. Flush gets there. I don't think he has a lot of flushes here. Very likely he could have ace king. Hopefully not. He has queen 10. So he calls with just overcards and backdoor flush draw, and it actually gets there. Happens. If we barrel there, he's gonna call the turn anyways, because he turned the flush draw as well. He was just gonna three bet with queens. Actually, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try to smooth call. Hopefully this guy squeezes. Oh, he doesn't. He's gonna do this with like any kind of ace king, ace queen. Since his opening range is very tight, we're just gonna call here. Um, I don't think he has a lot of tens. He could have ace jack here. We're just gonna check it to him. Um, Most likely he has ace high here, I think. Oh, he bets so much. I don't think he has a 10 here. So the only hand he could have is king jack, ace jack. Or he's just bluffing here. Um, yeah, probably just gonna call. Since we underwrap our hands way too much. He has pocket fours. Good for us. So that was the one of the tricky spot. Like when you try to slow play your hands or underwrap your hands, you're gonna run into that problem a lot. Like you feel like people gonna try to outplay you, shit like that. Um, but that's the risk you're willing to take, right? So when you decide to slow play your aces, ace king, queens, kings, you just have to be prepared that people gonna try to bluff you a lot, and then you're gonna overcall a lot because your hand's way underwrapped. So you just have to deal with that risk. If you can't deal with that risk, then I'll say always three bet your stronger hand because that way you don't have to ever deal with it. He was just gonna call in and try to take it away on the river. Don't think he has a queen here. We'll probably just river turn. He has a three queen. Damn, he raised that hand. Holy shit. So yeah, if you're not the type of person who can handle some of the bad beats or worse hand catching up to your stronger hand, then never slow play. Never try to play a trappy style. Just always three bet your aces and kings and ace king queens. But if you're more experienced, sometimes playing that way can be very beneficial. From what you can see there, like we're never gonna get that much value if we just three bet it pre-flop, because pocket four was just gonna fold, or they're just gonna call and fold the flop instead of betting three street trying to bluff you. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna fold. I remember this guy played with him yesterday. We're gonna three bet with ace jack off. Here we can we're gonna three bet here. Let's check behind with top pair. Three clubs out there. Definitely calling this. Uh, Very good flop. Pair and a flush draw. Definitely gonna continue with 30% the pot. He bets again. We probably just gonna fold. I don't think he has that much tens in his range unless he has like pocket tens. Um, we're probably just gonna fold here. A lot of times it's just gonna have like ace queen. Here he called the flop. We're gonna check it to him and then call his bets. He could have like ace queen, ace king here. I don't think ace king that much, but he could have like ace king, ace queen, ace jack. Definitely gonna call here and try to get there on the river. Not really a good river. Not the worst either. He could have ace. I don't think he has ace king. I think we have the best hand here. We can bet for value actually. Unless he has queen jack. We're only losing to queen jack. We beat ace queen. Um, this really sucks. Hopefully he has jack 10. I don't think he has jack 10 though. But I think we no matter we just have to call this. Power's way too big. It's kind of suck. Just have to call. Oh, he has three sixes. Oh, okay. There's nothing we can do there. When people are call you three bet with 6-9 offsuit and actually gets there, it's just unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything else. Here we're just gonna check. Um, Here we got raised. Definitely gotta call this. We're never folding after we hit another ace. I'm trying to think. So we three bet and then we bet the flop he calls. It's just unfortunate turnout, I think. There's nothing we could do there. I don't really think that was a wrong play. He was just gonna call and check it to him again on the river. I'm hoping that, our ace is good. I mean, obviously he could have a set, but this guy I play with him too much, and then we have a notes on him. Um, he just likes to make like a lot of weird plays, so it's a risk we have to take. We just have to call, I think. Oh, this sucks. Against another another regular, we probably could get away there, but against that guy, cause we have some history together. He always does some kind of weird bluff, um, weird check raise bluff, weird raise bluff. So we just have to paying off there. So we have a note. We have a history with him. I don't feel too bad about that. It's just unfortunate that an ace had to come on turn. Not running particularly good so far. 10 ace suited. We're gonna three bet this. We got called by two spots, and we just have no potential in this hand, so we're just gonna give it up. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think the past couple sessions, like we've been running like pretty brutal, the past month or so. Just terrible run outs after terrible run outs. Gonna three bet with eights. Sometimes I would just call. Even on the recent upswings, not upswing, but we have been like having a pretty good session, like pretty good 7 or 8 session in a row. Like the run out has been like pretty terrible. Like we're getting sucked out a lot. Shit like that. Got three betted. Ace queen's definitely a call. Four betting was okay there as well. We got the gacha straight draw and the backdoor not flush draw. Definitely gonna call here. Turn to not flush draw. Oh, we're actually gonna probably raise if he bet again. He check. We're just gonna bet pretty big and then possibly shove the river. Yeah, we're gonna bet like half the pot here and then like bet pretty big on the river if it's called. Definitely gonna bet big here. I think it's better to just jam actually. Yeah, we're just gonna jam here. We have the not blocker. Very credible. I don't think you can ever call there. Even with a flush there, if if it's a thinking player, um, he might even fold a flush there. Since he's never having a nuts there, we have the nut blocker, so it's always good to make that move when you had the nut blocker. We got three bet by this guy. Um, four betting is definitely not an option because his range is extremely strong. We can definitely call to see a flop. Hopefully we'll flop a set. We do. Nice. Flop the nuts. His range is very, very strong here. Aces, kings, queens, or ace, king. At minimum, he has jacks. So pretty much we're gonna stack him unless he has ace, king here. Like any other hands, he's getting stacked. Oh, he checked. That could means that he has ace, king. So we're just gonna bet like a little bit, and then kind of draw him in a little bit. Like 30% of pot is good. Here with ace nine, three betting is okay, but folding is okay as well. That's really weird. I guess he have ace king there. Flop middle pair here. Standard c bet. Um, Turns ace. Pretty good card for us. It makes him less likely to have an ace. So we're just gonna continue barreling here for the value. We got raised. We just have to fold here. Yeah, it's almost never bluffing like this. I guess he could have king queen, but regardless, we're beat most likely. If it's heads up, we're folding. It's three way. We just have to call and see a flop. Here with middle pair, just gonna do a c bet. Turn two pair. Most likely we're gonna have the best hand here unless he have a knight, which is very unlikely. I don't think he does that when he's on small blind facing an isolation race. So I'm gonna put him on like king jack, ace jack right here. So we're gonna bet like pretty big. We got three betted. King 10 suited. I don't really like calling this hand against a three bet range. Definitely gonna call with like jack 10 or 10 9 here. Just gonna see bet against this player. Using a larger sizing because this guy doesn't fold to see bet that often. We're just gonna call here because it's way likely that this guy's just gonna call, so it'd be three-way. He doesn't seem like someone who's gonna limp and then re-raise. This guy's never in your hand, dude. Never raises, never in your hand. We're actually gonna fold ace queen here. It's kind of crazy, but this guy's like way too tight. Like he never plays a hand in 30 hands, so gonna give the man some credit. The very first time he raised in his life. Oh, we're gonna call it nice here. Oh, we're gonna three bet here with king jack off. Flop open ended straight draw and two overs. Definitely good enough to see bet. This guy folds to 3-bet 90% of the time, so we're gonna giving credit for a real hands right here. So we're gonna proceed pretty carefully. He could have jacks or queens here. Um, he could have ace 10. Um, Definitely gonna call this though. He could have two hearts and missed. We're gonna bet here, like half the pot. I think that's enough for two hearts. He might have like nothing. We're just betting that he has nothing. If he has any kind of pair, he's calling here. Like jacks, ace 10, definitely calling. We're only betting that he might have like, oh, he calls. Well, he calls with just for 5. Wow. What the hell's going on? So he checked. He raised with us with nothing. And then gets there on the turn. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, that's just weird. I guess he put us on flush draws. I guess good call on his part. But yeah, sucks for us. Oh, we're just gonna 3-bet against this guy. We're just gonna fold against this guy. Very tight player. Definitely gonna 3-bet with jacks here. This guy's like a tighter player. We're gonna barrel here pretty big. Here we're just gonna bet 75% pot, wrapping the king. Gonna isolate this guy. Flop top pair. We're gonna c-bet pretty big here against this player because he doesn't fold much. So in case he has like king jack or something, he has to pay for it to draw. No, okay, that he just fold as well. We're actually just gonna call here. Such a huge 3-bet. I'm just gonna fold with force. Um, three-way, it's definitely worth it to call and see a flop. If it was heads up, it's easy fold. We're just gonna fold here. If it's suited, we can call and see a flop. That 3-bet was a little bit too strong, like 6x. Here, just gonna standard c-bet. King nine suited. We can see a flop. 3-betting is okay too. Gonna check behind here. He could have like ace jack, queen jack, a lot here. We're just gonna call and call the river again. Hopefully it doesn't have like ace king or something, king queen. Yeah, he's just bluffing. Here we got three betted, pretty big. With king 10 suited, that's probably a fold. Can make a case for four betting. We're just gonna fold here. Flop a top here with the gut shot straight draw. Diamond gets there. Just gonna check behind here. Gonna wait a little bit and check behind. Just gonna check behind. He has a better 10. Chop chop. We got, well, three betted, well, with pocket aces. This guy doesn't. This guy is three bet like 14% of the time. Definitely gonna put a four bet in. Pretty good flop for us. We're not really afraid of anything. Gonna do a standard C bet, like a 30%. Here we're gonna three bet with ace nine off, blind versus blind. Oh, we're just gonna check behind here. And we're gonna give it to him. Oh, we get there on the turn. Not sure what is the best play here. He could have like no spades. I guess we could check and then he make him bluff at it. Cause I don't think he's calling much. Since we have the ace of spades, the best hand you could have is king of spades or even queen of spades, which is not gonna call twice anyways. So might as well check here and get some value on the river. This guy raised too much. We're gonna check, call with king jack. We're gonna try to bet like pretty big here. Because if he had like king of spades or queen of spades, he's never like calling the turn and calling a shove on the river. It's just very unlikely. So might as well give him the opportunity to bluff on turn. But obviously over there he just had nothing. Maybe just like a pocket pair with no spades. Here with queen jack suited, three betting is okay. Flat calling is okay as well. We're just going with the flat here. We're just gonna fold here. Just a backdoor flush draw and backdoor straight draw. 50 cents more suited ace is definitely okay to call. Against under the gun range, you just have to be careful. Are we actually gonna lead here? Actually, we're just gonna check. And we're gonna bet the river. Oh shit. I was gonna fold. Misclicked. Oops. I'm just gonna bluff at this. Pretty shitty flop for king queen. Just gonna check and give it up. Here we're just gonna call with 6-5 suited. 3-betting's okay too. Flop middle pair. If he check to us, we're gonna bet pretty big. 75% of pot. Here with queen 10 offsuit. Okay to see a flop, blind versus blind. Top pair with the gut shot straight draw. Pretty good. We're gonna put in a raise here. Really good turn. Gonna barrel pretty big here. He probably has like some kind of combo draw, like a um, flush and straight draw. Here we got 3-betted with ace 4. We both have a lot of money. That's why we decided to call. If he has like less money, we're just gonna fold. Because suited ace has a lot of potential. When you have the deeper you are, suited ace has more potential. Here we turn a 4, so we're just gonna bet for half the pot. We're gonna put a value bet here, $20. Hopefully he has like kings. He probably has like kings or aces. Definitely the possibility. The way it played out. He has queen 5. Wow. That is so odd. So that guy raised blind versus blind with king 5 suited and then actually gets dominated. Just gonna call here with ace 9 suited. 3-betting was okay too. Flatting's okay. Yeah, that comes like a surprise. I thought he had like aces or kings there. Because we had a queen, right? So it's making it less likely to have a queen. But I guess unfortunately for him, it's the way it is. This guy never 3-bets. Never in any kind of hands. Decided to squeeze here. Oh, I don't think we're deep enough to call. I'd rather have like ace 4, ace 3, ace deuces here instead of ace 9. Because our hand just doesn't play that well out of position against 3-bet range. I guess we just fold. here we're gonna 3-bet to a6 of hearts. We're gonna 3-bet to queen jack offsuit here. When somebody's voting to 3-bet 90% of the time, you can actually 3-betting with any two cards like every single time, and it's gonna be profitable. And the one time that it's called or it's 4-betted, you just fold, right? Because 90% of the time it's just gonna fold. So it's profitable to do that like every single time, regardless what you have, because they're always folding, right? We flopped 3 6s, which is nice. Oh, gonna bet the turn. So it's gonna be profitable regardless what hands you have, because 90% of the time they're just gonna fold. So it's very profitable just basically abuse them and 3-bet them every single time. Here we're just gonna call, and this guy has a very high 3-bet frequency, so if he 3-bets we can call in position with 9-10 suited since he's pretty deep as well. Here a raise and the call with pocket fours is pretty clear call, and we can always flop a set. Here this guy never 3-bets. 9-10 suited plays really well post flop, but the 3-bet sizing is so big, and then this guy rarely messes around. Um, I guess calling and folding are both okay. Probably just opt for the fold this time. It really sucks to fold like 10-9 suited. The card looks just so beautiful. Here this guy bet. We're just gonna call here. The ball is like way too dry. Just gonna check again. If he has like king jack, queen jack, he's probably checking behind here. If he bets again, he probably have like ace jack. So it's just gonna bet like almost pot, putting on like king jack, queen jack. Probably he's gonna pay us off. King jack, king nine suited. Gonna see a flop. And he's tanking. He probably only have a 7 if he's thinking that long. Because if he has a jack, it's a pretty easy call. Just gonna call with the king. Turn 2 pair, not the greatest. Because any 10 makes it a stray. But he doesn't have that much 10s in his range because he's pretty much only raising with like king 10 and ace 10, queen 10, something like that. So he doesn't have that much 10 in his range. Just gonna check behind here. He could have a better 2 pair like king queen king jack. You check again. We pretty much sure we have the best hand, but I don't think he's calling anything. I don't think he's calling with ace king or calling with ace queen. So it's just gonna check behind here. He has nothing. So, but even if he had like ace king, ace queen there, I don't think he's calling another bet because we're almost never bluffing there. If we bet the river, like very rarely we're bluffing. I'm just gonna call it a session here. Hope you guys enjoy the beating. Pocket nice. It's okay to 3-bet, okay to fold. I mean, okay to call. Probably just gonna call here. Board like this, we're just gonna fold because a lot of hands play really well against pocket nines like Queen Jack, King Queen, King Jack. They all have pretty good equity, and then he could very much have an ace or 10. So we're just gonna fold. We're gonna put a 3-bet here. Um, Same guy that folds to 3-bet 90% of the time. Just gonna abuse him. And then when he plays back by 4-betting or something, it's very easy for us to just fold unless we have like super strong hand. Here we're just gonna c-bet like 30% a pot. $12. I don't really like a call. I don't think we're ever leading here. Don't feel like gambling. Could be dominated with ace queen, ace king. I'm just gonna fold. Here we got squeezed. This guy 3-bet so often. Just gonna fold here. Ace 9 suited. Against this player, we're just gonna 3-bet. Calling was okay too. And then we got cold called by the guy at the bottom. This is like one of the worst flop for a hand. They're never folding anything on this flop. Just gonna check. That's pretty much it. Let's see how we do today. Lost 96 bucks. Pretty good. Not much variance. I'll see you guys tomorrow.